Hey guys, I know I'm not alone when I say that in this day and age, having a reliable online payment platform, especially if you have a business, is super important. And thankfully for us, there are numerous options such as Cash App and Stripe. Quick heads up though, if you haven't signed up for Cash App yet, you can use my link down below and we'll each get $5. So now of course, I understand that a lot of you are wondering which platform is better, and I'm here to help you with that. Not only will I compare Cash App and Stripe by looking at their fees, features and my own user experience, but I'll even give a final verdict as to which is better. So let's get into it. Starting things off, let me tell you about their fees. If we look at Cash App, it's completely free to use, since there aren't any subscription fees. Also, most of Cash App services are free, so for example, when it comes to adding money to your Cash App account, it's free of cost irrespective of whether you received those funds from someone, got them through a direct deposit, or added the money from an external account. Though, when you deposit paper checks, that'll cost you $1 per check deposit. While sending money to people or business accounts is generally free of cost, that won't be the case if you're using your credit card, since you'll incur a 3% fee. Also, while standard deposits are free, they'll typically take 1 to 3 days to be processed, so if you're in a rush you can go for the instant deposit option, but if you do, then you'll have to pay a fee that ranges from 0.5 to 1.75%. Another fee that's worth highlighting is that Cash App offers a service for merchants to accept payments from customers at a 2.75% fee, which is automatically deducted from each transfer. Moving on to the ATM fees now, Cash App applies a $2.50 fee to each withdrawal, but Cash App provides unlimited free withdrawals at in-network ATMs, as well as one instantly reimbursed out-of-network withdrawal per 31 days for customers who get $300 or more in paychecks directly deposited into their Cash App in a given calendar month. So that's good. Moving on to Stripe, it's not free to use. Signing up for and having a Stripe account, on the other hand, is free. This means you won't be seeing recurring monthly account fees, PCI fees, or gateway fees. In fact, if you don't use your Stripe account, it won't cost you a dime. That's because Stripe fees are based almost entirely around your transactions. Now, Stripe uses a pricing model called flat rate pricing. This means that Stripe processes credit card transactions at the same rate regardless of the type of card. So, for example, you'll pay the same Stripe credit card fee when processing a Visa card with their no rewards program as an American Express card with a rewards program. With other pricing models, the American Express card would usually cost more to process. The base Stripe fee is 2.9% plus 30 cents for each online transaction, or 2.7% plus 5 cents for an in-person transaction processed through Stripe Terminal. For bank-to-bank transactions, Stripe's ACH fees are 0.8%, capped at $5. So far, their fees don't look bad at all, but things get complicated and expensive when Stripe charges add-on fees for many of its features. Now, for example, if you bill a customer for a monthly subscription, a charge is added. If you want to screen the transaction with Stripe's Radar's machine learning and advanced fraud protection tool, another charge is added. If you want your Stripe data directly pipelined into your data warehouse, that adds another fee. Adding Stripe's automated tax collection features will add yet another fee. With all those features enabled, the $100 transaction that would have cost you $3.20 now costs you about $4.25 in Stripe processing fees. All things considered, I'll have to give this round to Cash App with a score of 4.5, while Stripe gets a 4. Now that I've discussed pricing, let's dive into those features. The reason why a lot of people absolutely love Cash App is because you can send money to your friends and family quickly and easily. After all, Cash App's peer-to-peer transaction feature is what they're most famous for, right? What's more, Cash App offers their very own debit card, known as the Cash Card. This free Visa debit card links directly to your Cash App balance, allowing you to spend your funds anywhere Visa is accepted, both in stores and online. To make things even better, the card offers the Boosts feature, which are instant discounts at various merchants. Also, Cash App has a little stockbroker on it, where you guys can buy stocks for as little as $1 with no commission or anything like that. The same goes for investing into cryptocurrency, since even in this case you can do so for as little as $1. Another great thing that Cash App offers is its Roundup feature. Now, this is pretty much a way where people can save money or invest money, meaning that if you go out and buy a cup of coffee or something like that for $1.50, you can round it up to $2 and invest that spare change of 50 cents. Or you could just save it because they do have a savings feature as well. Hey, and on top of all this, thanks to Cash App Taxes, you can file your state and federal taxes for free with a maximum refund guarantee. If you want to take advantage of all these features, you should definitely sign up for Cash App. You can use my link down below and we'll each get $5. Now, as for Stripe, beyond the basic payment processing, they've expanded into areas like recurring billing for subscriptions, in-person payments, banking as a service, issuing of credit cards, fraud prevention tools, and even business loans. And if you're running an online marketplace, Stripe has you covered there too, with its Connect feature, which allows you to split payments between multiple parties. Stripe also supports a large number of payment types, making it a convenient choice for doing business in foreign markets. Plus, Stripe even takes the rare approach of supporting local payment types, besides more common universal ones, with a particular focus on types that are popular in the EU and China. Another great thing about Stripe is that it's available in 34 countries. What that means is it's available to merchants whose businesses are based in those countries, and it can also accommodate over 135 different currencies. Better still, if the currency you're charging in differs from the customer's credit card currency, Stripe can convert the payment to your currency for a small fee, based on daily mid-market exchange rates. You can even avoid the whole currency conversion fee if you have a connected bank account that uses the credit card's currency. Now, another nice feature for international businesses is that Stripe allows you to display the cost of your products in the viewer's native currency. Now, one of the biggest reasons Stripe has become so popular is because it's designed to be incredibly developer-friendly. What that means is businesses can fully customize how they accept payments on their website or app, down to the smallest detail. So instead of using a one-size-fits-all solution, businesses can tailor the payment experience to fit their brand and needs. This customization is possible because of Stripe's powerful API. All in all, both platforms brought their A game when it comes to the features, so I'm calling it a tie with both, getting a 4.5. Finally, let me tell you about my user experience on both platforms. One of the things that I love about using Cash App is that it's very easy to set up your account. Not just that, but it's just as easy to start sending money. You can identify a recipient using their phone number, email address, or cash tag. Alternatively, you can scan their unique QR code. Once you complete a transfer, your balance will be automatically updated. You can also send money to people who don't yet have Cash App, but they'll need to sign up in order to receive it. Even otherwise, Cash App is incredibly user-friendly, so you'll be able to figure out how to make the most of the features on your own. Plus, their user interface is very pleasing to the eye. As for how safe they are, I can only speak for myself, and so far I haven't had any security issues. But that's what I expect from Cash App, since they use a variety of security features to safeguard your personal information and money. If we look at Stripe, again, it's really straightforward to sign up for the platform. And for a product that's actually very complex, Stripe has quite a minimalistic user interface. There's plenty of white space, and the structural grid is actually really well formed. There's little use of colour, as it's mostly greys and blacks, with highlights of purpley blue for charts, data, and trend lines. But all in all, the navigation is really well thought out, as everything is logically grouped together. That said, Stripe can be overly complex for non-technical users. If you don't have a developer on your team, you might find it difficult to unlock Stripe's full potential. Sure, there are plug-and-play options available, but the real value of Stripe comes from its customization, and that requires some technical know-how. Moving to security, I haven't had any issues with Stripe either, and that's not surprising since Stripe has a reputation for taking security very, very seriously. Stripe is a certified PCI service provider level 1, which means it meets the most stringent security standards in the industry. So for this round, I'm giving the edge to Cash App with a score of 4.5, while Stripe comes in close and gets a 4.25. And the winner is Cash App. With a score of 13.5, Cash App comes out on top thanks to their superior pricing and the slightly better user experience. Stripe didn't do too bad either, as it finished with a score of 12.75. Now, since Cash App came out on top, you might as well sign up for it by using my link down below and we'll each get $5. And there you have it. Will you give either platform a try? I'd love to know your guys' experience if you do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!